Hello everyone, this is Nirmalendu Nirmal. So yesterday we have started the new chapter 6, and we have learnt about the negative numbers etc. And this is the second session of the chapter 6. This is the part 2. So we will continue the chapter. And today we will learn about the representation of negative numbers. Representation of the positive numbers, it means the whole numbers already we have learned in the number system. Now we are going to learn that how to represent any integer. Okay, it means negative numbers also on the number line. For that we will do the same as to represent as we do to represent the whole numbers. For that we will draw the number line. Okay, first we will understand this and this, that we have already done in the previous chapters. So a number line representing natural number, how to do that? When we have to represent the natural number always starts with 1. Natural number starts with 1. So on the line also we will start the number. Okay, we will start labeling the number with 1, because before 1 if we will put 0 then that will be the whole number. But here if we will have to represent the natural number only, then we will put the natural numbers only on the number line. So this line is representing the natural numbers. That's why it has been started with 1, then it is continue. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 like this and so on. And for the whole number, how to do? The same thing is there. Like this we will do the whole number also, but in the whole number we will put the number 0 also. We will label the number 0 also, because in the whole number 0 also comes. 0 is also the whole number, and whole number starts with 0, so we will start labeling the number with 0. Okay, so we will start like this: 0 1 2 3 like this, and it will be indicating, okay, it will be moving in one direction only. Because we know that before 0 no whole number is there, and before 1 no natural number is there. That's why we don't put the arrow sign in the left direction, because it will move, it will go in one direction only. Okay, so before 1 no natural number is there, that's why the number line is not being indicated in this direction. And whole number, before 0 no whole number is there, that's why on the left side we will not indicate like this. That's why it will move in one direction only in the case of natural number and whole number. Now how to represent the number, how to represent the integers on the number line? For that we will draw a line as it has been drawn. We will draw a line, and at first we will label 0. At first what we will do? We will label 0 anywhere. Okay, we will label 0 anywhere, and on the right side of 0 we will put the positive numbers, positive integers like this: 1 2 3 4 like this. And on the left side of 0 we will label the negative integers like -1, -2, -3 like this. So in this negative negative numbers also is there in the integers. That's why whenever we will draw the number line for the integers, so we will indicate the arrow sign on both the sides, because in the integers, okay, in the group of integers, positive and negative, both the types of numbers are there, okay. So it will be in the left direction also, means towards left of the 0 also. Okay, so this is the what? This is the number line representing the integers. Okay, I repeat, at first we will draw the line, and after that we will label 0. At first we will label 0, and on the right side positive integers 1 2 3 4 like this, and on the left side negative numbers like -1, -2, -3 like this. We will label the integers. And one more thing we'll have to keep in our mind, that whenever we'll label the numbers, then the gap between the two consecutive integers should be same all the time. Like whatever the gap between 0 and 1 is there, the same gap should be between 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4 like this, -2 and -3, -4 and -5. So the gap should be uniform, the gap should be equal in between the two consecutive integers. Now our line representing negative integers. If we will have to represent only negative integers, then what will we do? Then we will draw like this, only negative integers. So we will start with -1, because the negative integers start with -1, not with 0. Okay, remember, okay, that 0 is not the what negative integer. It is neither negative, it is neither negative nor positive, it is neutral. Okay, that's why if it we will have to represent the negative integers, then we will start with -1, not with 0, because 0 is not the negative integer. Okay, it is the integer, but 0 is the integer, but it is neither negative nor positive. So I hope that you understood. So when we will have to represent the negative integers, then we will start with the -1 and we will move towards left. Okay, so -1, -2, -3, -4, like this we will move. So one thing we can notice here, that one thing we can notice here, that on the right side, as we go towards right, the value increases. As we go from left to right, then value increases, but if we'll go from right to left, the value decreases. You can see that it is 0. If we'll go towards right, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, means the value is increasing. If we'll go left, then -1, value has decreased, -2, again it has decreased. As we go towards left, the value decreases. As we go towards left, the value increases. It means, what does it mean? That on the right side the bigger numbers are there, on the left side smaller numbers are there. Suppose that I will give you 1 and 5. I will ask that which number is bigger, then obviously we will say that 5 is bigger, because it is lying on the right side. Okay, if two numbers will be given and you will have to compare using the number line, then we will see that which number lies on the right side of other number. Okay, that number which lies on the right side, that will be the bigger, and which lies on the left side, then that will be the smaller. But two numbers should be there to compare. Suppose that I will ask that which number is bigger, 0 or 3. Obviously 3 will be bigger, 0 will be smaller. Why? Because 0 lies on the left side, so on the left side a smaller number lies. Suppose that I will ask that which number is bigger, -2 or 2. Obviously 2 will be bigger, because it is lying on the right side, so it is bigger and it is smaller. If the question will be that which number is bigger, -4 or -2, which number is bigger, then if we will say that -4 and -2, which number is on the right side, -2 is on the right side, so -2 will be bigger. Okay, -2 will be bigger. Whichever number lies on the right side of other number, then that number will be bigger than that number. Okay, now one more question. If I'll ask that which number is bigger, -5 or 0, -5 or 0, then obviously 0 lies on the right side on the number line. It means 0 is the bigger integer. Okay, so -5 is smaller and 0 is bigger. Okay, -5 is smaller. So I hope that you understood that how to compare whichever number lies on the right side of another number, then the number which lies on the right side, that is bigger, and which number which lies on the left side, that is smaller. So from here a lot of conclusion comes, that that all the positive numbers are greater than 0, all the negative numbers are smaller than 0. Okay, 0 is greater than all the positive numbers, because it is on the right side. Okay, it is on the right side of each and every negative integer. It is greater than 1, it is -1, it is greater than -2, it is greater than -3, it is greater than -4. Like this, it is on the right side of all the negative integers. That's why 0 is bigger than negative number. 0 is bigger than negative integer. What? Negative integer. Okay, but 0 is smaller than positive integers. Okay, positive integers. So I hope that you understood why 0 is smaller than all the positive integers, because it lies on the left side of all the positive integers. Now ordering of the integers. For any two integers on the number line, the integers on the right side are greater than the integers on the left side. Already I have explained that the number which are on the right side are greater than the number on the left side. Integers are on the left side are smaller. Obviously, whichever are on the left side, that is smaller, and whichever on the right side, that is okay, what bigger. But two numbers should be there to compare. Suppose the 3 and 5 should be there. If I say that only 5, then is it bigger or smaller? Then 2 what we will compare with which number? Another number should be there to compare. Then only we can say that it is the bigger or smaller. So if I'll take 3, then we'll say that yes, 3 is on the left side and 5 is on the right side. Okay, then we can compare that left side or right side. Okay, 5 is on the right side of 3, but it is on the left side of 8. So two numbers must be there to compare that which is on the right side and which is on the left side. Then we can say by observing the number line, okay, that which one is the bigger and which one is the smaller. Now here some questions are there, examples are there, that in the number line for integers given above, okay, given above whatever numbers are given here means number line. Using this you have to compare that 5 is on the right side of 2. 5 is on the right side of 2. We can see here that 5 is on the right side of 2. Obviously 5 is on the right side of 2. So what does it mean? That 5 is greater than 2. Obviously 5 is on the right side, it means 5 is greater, because we have understood that the number which lies on the right side of another number, that will be bigger than that number. So like this, 0 is on the right side of minus 3, 0 and minus 3. So here if we see, 0 is here and minus 3 is here. So 0 is on the right side. Obviously 0 will be bigger and minus 3 will be smaller. So same thing is there, that 0 is on the right side of minus 3. So 0 will be bigger than minus 3. So like this many examples are there. You will just observe. Okay, you will observe and you will try to find out the answer yourself, and you can practice by taking the numbers, taking the integers from your side also. Any two integers you take negative positive or negative negative or positive positive like this, and try to compare using the number line. Now what we conclude till now, that every positive integers are greater than 0. Obviously every positive integers, I have already explained that every positive integer lies on the right side of 0. It means these are greater than 0. Okay, because these numbers lie on the right side of 0. Obviously it will be bigger and it will be smaller. So now the second point is there, that every positive integer is greater than every negative integer. Obviously every positive integer is greater than every negative integer. Why? Because every negative integer lie on the left side and every positive integer lie on the right side. So if it will lie on the right side, then that will be bigger, and it is on the left side, then it will be smaller. So I hope that you have understood. Now 0 is greater than every negative integer and less than positive integer. Obviously 0 is in between. This is 0 and this is positive. On the right side positive integers, let me write 0, and the right side, on the right side positive integers are there, on the left side negative integers are there, and we know that okay, negative integers are there. So 0 lies on the right side of negative integers. It means 0 is smaller and 0 is bigger. Sorry, negative numbers are smaller, negative integers are smaller, and 0 is bigger. So 0 is bigger than all the negative integers, but 0 is smaller than all the positive integers. Why? Because 0 lies on the left side of each and every integer. Okay, on the left of all the integers. So these things we have understood. Now every negative integer is smaller than positive integer. Obviously now only I have explained. So note, one note is there, that the greater is an integer, the lesser is its negative. Means what is there, that greater the integer is there, then lesser its negative will be there. Through example we can understand that if 10 is greater than 6, then if we will take the negative sign, minus sign with both, then it will be just opposite. Minus 10 will be smaller than minus 6. In the case of minus, the case changes. Okay, 10 is greater than 6, but if minus will be there, minus 10 minus 6, then minus 10 will be smaller. You can compare using the number line. You can see that minus 6 will be here, and if you will keep on adding, then minus 10 will come this side and minus 6 here. So minus 6 lies on the right side, so obviously minus 6 will be greater. So like this we can compare the numbers, integers. So these things you will compare. Few more examples are there. Now example 1 is there. Now you will see some examples. Example 1 is there, that use a number line to write the following integers in ascending order. Means we have to arrange these numbers, these integers in the ascending order using number line. So you have to use the number line. So at first we will draw the number line and we will just represent the numbers, these integers on the number line, and after that we will arrange in the ascending order. So we will draw a number line, and after that at first we will mark 0 on the right side, 1 2 3 4 like this, and on the left side negative integers, and we will represent which integers are there. You see 0 is there, then 0 we have written. After that 2 3 is there, then 3 has been represented, 2 is represented, 4 is represented like this. So each and every number is represented. So for the convenience, to make it easy, whichever numbers are there, no, that those numbers have been represented above side, that easily we can recognize that which numbers we have to arrange. Okay, so all those numbers which we have to arrange have been written upside to make it easy, to make it convenient, to just to make it separate. Okay, and the rest of the numbers, rest of the integers we have written downside. No problem there. If you want that only one time you write, then you can do. So we have just indicated 2 3 4 5 6 7, it is 8 9 10 like this we have indicated. Some numbers are not written, then we'll have to understand that this is 7 because the gap is same. Okay, here the 10 11 12, it will be 11 because the gap is same in between the 10 and 11, 10 and 12. So like this we will indicate. And after that we know that as we go from left to right, then the value increases. It means it is the smallest one, this is bigger than minus 10. So like this it will be in the increasing order. If we will go from left to right, then it will be in the increasing order. So we have to arrange in the ascending order. Ascending order means what? In increasing order. So we'll write these numbers simply because already it has been arranged from left to right. Okay, it is in the ascending order only. So simply we will write minus 10 minus 8 minus 5 minus 2 0 3 5 9. So these numbers have been arranged in the ascending order. So number line helps a lot to arrange the numbers in the ascending order or descending order. So I hope that you understood. Okay, once I repeat that if we go from left to right, then value increases. Okay, so we can write in the ascending order simply. If we go from right to left, then the value decreases. So if we have to write or arrange the numbers in the decreasing order, then we would have started from 9. Okay, from there like this we will go left side, it will be in the decreasing order. Now example 2, use a number line to write the following integers on descending order, in descending order. So I hope that you can do. Just stop the video or take the screenshot and try to do yourself. Okay, already I have explained this, okay, in the example 1. So it is same, but only one thing is there, that we have to arrange in the descending order. So we will move from right to left because when we move from right to left, then value decreases, and obviously we have to write in the decreasing order, it means descending order. Now we'll learn that how to add the numbers, integers, how to add the integers. So there are some rules because integers are positive, negative or neutral. Okay, so here we'll learn first rule 1. When both the integers are positive, then how to add. Then what will you do, that add them and assign plus sign. When both the integers will be positive, then simply we will add and we will put the plus sign with that. Suppose that we have to add plus 59 and plus 32, both the integers if we have to add. Okay, actually here we should give the bracket because two symbols cannot come together. Okay, so plus was written together. If two signs are coming Okay, two signs are coming together, then we'll put the bracket. Okay, so we'll separate them using the bracket. So here we have to add two integers and both the integers are positive, so simply we'll add them. It means 59 and 32 91, and we'll assign the plus sign. Okay, we'll give the plus sign. If both are plus, then it will also be plus. Okay, it will also be positive. So here 58 plus 22, if no sign is there, 58, simply 58 is written, so it is positive. If no sign is there before the number, it means that is positive. So 58 is positive and 27 is positive, so we have to add positive numbers. So what will we do? We will add them, then 58 27, then 85 will get, and assign the plus sign. So we'll put the plus sign, otherwise we can escape. You can write either at plus 85 or 85, both are same, because if no sign is there, it means that is positive. So like this we will add the integers. Okay, integers, which integers? Positive integers. So it is very simple and very easy to add the positive integers. Now rule 2, if when both the integers are negative, when both the integers will be negative, then what will we do? How will we add them? For that, very easy it is also. Okay, what will we do? We will add them, simply we will add, and after that we will assign minus sign. If both were positive, then we were adding and we were assigning plus sign. So here when both will be negative, then what will we do? Here also we will add, here also we'll add, but we'll put the minus sign. We'll put the minus sign, like here some examples are there, that minus 43 minus 55, two integers are there, we have to add. Then simply at first we'll add 43 and 55, then 98, and we will put the minus sign because both are minus. Here also minus 12 and minus 67 we have to add. Then what will we do? At first we'll add 12 67, 12 and 67, then we will get 79, and we will assign minus sign. We will assign minus sign. Why? Because both are negative. So I hope that you understood. When two integers will be the negative integers, then in the addition we will just add them simply, and at last we will put the minus sign. We will assign the minus sign with the number. Okay, I hope that you have understood. Now, so now we have understood that how to add the negative integers. Now rule 3, that when both the integers are of opposite signs, means one will be negative and one will be positive, then what to do? It is also very simple. What will you do? Suppose that with the examples I will make you understand. Suppose that one integer is minus 5, one is plus 4. If one will be negative, one will be positive, then what will you do? Simply we will subtract. If one positive and one negative is there, then we will subtract the number, okay, which whose numerical value is bigger one. Okay, its numerical value means 5 4 3, these are the numerical value. So 5 and 4, these are the numerical values. So from the bigger numerical value we will subtract the smaller one. It means 5 minus 4 will subtract, then it will come 1. So I will add 1 here, but which sign will come with this, plus or minus? So we will see that with the bigger numerical value, which sign is there? 5 is the bigger numerical value. Okay, it has the bigger numerical value, and with this minus sign is there, so with the result also minus sign will be there. So the sign of the result depends upon the bigger numerical value. Okay, let me make you understand with the one more example. Suppose that 5 plus minus 7 is there. Okay, one positive and one negative integer, then we have to add. Then how to do? Simply we will subtract, because one positive one negative opposite signs will be there, then we will just subtract. So here we'll subtract. How to subtract? We'll subtract the smaller numerical value from the bigger one. So here 7, we will forget minus or plus and for some time. So 7 is the bigger. Okay, so from 7 we will subtract 5, then we will get 2. Okay, so I will write here 2. Now which sign will come with this? So we will see that bigger numerical value is 7, bigger numerical value is 7, and with this minus sign is there, so minus sign will come with this. Okay, minus sign will come with this. So I hope that you understood. Suppose that minus 5 and plus 7 would be there, then how to do? Here also one negative, one positive are there, means one negative integer and one positive integer are there. So here what we'll do, here also we'll just subtract, because negative positive are there, opposite signs are there. So we'll subtract 7 minus 5, then we'll get 2. So I will add here 2. Now the question is about sign. Which sign will be there with this? So we'll say that which is the bigger numerical value, 7, and 7 has what? 7 is positive, so it will be assigned the plus sign. Okay, so the sign of the result depends upon the bigger numerical value. I hope that you understood. So this is the example. You will practice this example. You stop the video, take the screenshot, and just solve and try to match the answer. Okay, this is the answer, this is the answer. Like this you try to match the answer, then you will understand that yeah, you have understood properly. Otherwise repeat the video and see again and again. Now subtraction. We will know that how to subtract the numbers. If the integer to be subtracted is positive, do the ordinary subtraction. Okay, if the both the numbers are positive, then simply we will follow the ordinary subtraction as we have been doing till now. Suppose that 8 and 5, two positive integers are there, and we have to subtract. Simply we will subtract 8 minus 5, then 3. Okay, but if the integers to be subtracted is negative, if both are not positive, if negative integer is also there, then we'll change its sign and then add up. Means if we'll have to suppose that one example has been taken, minus 8 and 5. Okay, one negative and one positive there, and we have to subtract it. Then we'll put the minus sign for this. This is minus sign for the subtraction, not for this. So what we'll do here, now you see minus sign and minus sign, so both are negative. Again the condition of this has come, that both will be negative, like this it has come. So here also what will you do? So if both will be negative, then simply we will add them. Simply we will add them. It means minus 8 and minus 5, what will be? Then simply we will add them, 8 and 5, then 13, and it will have the minus sign only, because both have minus sign. Let me take another example. Suppose that minus 7 minus 5 will be there, then both have minus sign, so 7 5 12, and it will have minus sign simply. I hope that you understood. If this type of condition will come, that 8 and minus 5 is there, we'll have to subtract minus 5 from 8, then minus 5 is already there, it is minus 5, and this we have to subtract from 8, so we'll put the minus sign. I hope that you understood. Minus 5 you have to subtract, not 5. It is 8 minus 5, but it is 8 minus 5. So if we'll have to subtract the negative integer, then what will we do? We will just change the sign. Okay, we will change the sign, then what will be there? 8 and minus plus will be there. It will be changed. Okay, if minus negative numbers will be subtracted, negative integer if we have to subtract, then we will just add them. So 8 and minus will be plus, and then 5. 8 5 13. I hope that you have understood. So like this, here we'll do that minus 8 minus 8 one integer is there, minus 5 one integer is there. So we have to subtract minus 5 from minus 8. So we'll put the minus and we have to subtract. Then what will we do? I'm writing here. So minus 8, and it will be what? Plus. Minus plus, and then 5. Now we can do here that one negative, one positive, already we know that plus minus. Then we will subtract here 8 minus 5, then 3, and the bigger integer, bigger numerical value has the negative sign. It means it will also have the negative sign, so minus 3 will be the answer. So I hope that you understood that how to add the integers, how to subtract the integers. Okay, and these are the examples. You just stop the video and try to do. Okay, and match the answer and practice. So each and every topic of the chapter 6 has been covered. Which chapter we have learned? Chapter 6 we have covered. So now today you will get the home assignment, homework. You have to do all the questions of exercise 6. You have to do all the questions of exercise 6. So you will do So all of you, bye, have a nice day.